Okay, hi subscribers, it's Angie and I'm back for another video. So today I'm going to go back to part A of my channel, which is tonification of the organs in the body, and that would also include the brain, the tissues, muscle, um, and what we're going to work on today, and I'm going to kind of pick up where I left off on my very first video, which was kind of focused at weight loss or cleaning out the fat cells. And that note was a C sharp. So today I'm going to work with my F note. I'm going to be working with notes, musical notes, tones, an F note for the bladder and the colon. Now, the cycles per second are a little bit different, even though they're both the letter F. And I also have my guitar to help me out a little bit and my xylophone again. So the cycles per second for the bladder is 352 cycles per second. That's more of a frequency, which corresponds to the F note as well. It all interrelates. And then for the colon, it's 176 cycles per second. And you don't need to know that. I actually wrote it down, but I have this research that I actually studied in Lancaster with Lana Ryder, extraordinary teacher, and her sister, and Yuri. So when I studied sound, it was an introductory course. It was an intensive, and I wanted to give a shout out to them and thank them and let them know that I'm carrying on with what they taught me, which actually tied together 30 years of my own personal research. Because this relates to the chakras as well. So if you want to do energy work today, the F note, this bowl, this one corresponds to the heart chakra. And then the A corresponds to this bowl, corresponds to the third eye. But I want to let you know that we're now working with humanity at large, specifically healers. We're working with a 12 solar chakras. We're no longer really working with the 7 major chakras. There's 21 minor chakras, but the major chakras, we're working with 12 now because we have expanded our consciousness. And a lot of people are very psychic and they work telepathically with their, ascended master realms and their spirit guides. So we keep on top of this stuff, believe it or not. It sounds a little bit weird, but that's what we do. So, what else did I want to tell you? I do want to cleanse the space. Some Palo Santo. And then we'll get started. And when we're working with tones like this and the organs, you don't have to close your eyes. You can watch what I'm doing, or even if you're busy and you're doing the dishes or something, these tones are going to go into the body. And I am going to first, I want to do the distance Reiki symbol because my intention is to send distance healing. If you know anything about Reiki, then you know what that is. And I definitely think it's possible. I certainly hope so. So I'm going to do that first. And then rather than normally if I was working one-on-one with the client doing this work, I would have my hand out because the light passes when you channel in the spirit realms. You're not really doing the healing. You're kind of trying to activate it in the person that you're working with because we all have that divine healer within. But we do throw it out through the palms. But I'm going to use the higher heart because I'm going to be busy with some of this toning. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I've already called in the Reiki energy. And my intent for you is optimal health and to get your organs working synchronistically and together as a machine. Oh, anything I do here is not going to replace your doctor. It's just something that will helpfully kind of connect you more within yourself and your thought processes. So just taking this time to yourself and thinking on how the stomach, the bladder, the colon, and the lungs, also the lungs are the A note. So we're working on all those 4 organs today. So just kind of becoming aware, and my intention is for your health. And so we'll begin. I have my fan on, so I had a hard time getting. Also, I want to close the blinds, and well, I guess I won't. I was going to say there's a little bit of a glare from that window. So we'll focus first on the F, which again is the bladder and the colon. Oh, very important. When I start using the xylophone notes, I'm going to do a series of patterns, very basic patterns, just counts of 3 or 1 or 2 and 4. And I'm going to go back and forth, and then I may slow down or speed up. And that kind of engages the brain, those patterns. That's kind of how it works. It's really pretty simple. So that's how I'm going to do it. So if it sounds kind of weird when I'm doing the xylophone, I'm keeping things very, very simple. It's that I want to get the note in for you and a corresponding harmonic. Okay? Tune the note. That will be even more powerful for you. Same note, it's just a different octave. I hit the wrong note. on the bladder and the colon. Take a minute. The tones assimilate into the body organs. They find their way in. You don't have to visualize this. If you can, I want you to take some deep breaths. And that note was F. So we're going to move into the stomach and the lungs. The stomach is 110 cycles per second of the A note. The lungs are double that, 220 cycles per second. And there are overtones in these tones. Overtones. They kind of blend together. Here's the same note. computer, but the intent is there. So I will have my hand out at this moment, sending you love, healing, just tonification of the organs. Kind of like sing, just think of it as singing to your stomach and bladder. Stillness for a couple minutes. Send you illumination, light, peace, vibrant health. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Please like and subscribe. And after this, I'm going to do a couple tarot card readings. I'll see you next time. Bye.